Hey guys, what's up? It's Coastal Keeping here. Today I am going to show you the complete setup, magnetization, and lubrication of the MF3RS2. So what I normally start with is taking the cube fully apart and cleaning all of the pieces with a towel. Okay, so I take a towel and I will show you guys an edge piece right here, and I just kind of wipe the entire piece with the towel. Get like all of the faces and the contact points because they get a lot of factory lube in them. And then for the corners, I kind of do the same thing. I just take the corner and I put it inside the towel and I just wipe it all down. So I will finish with doing this to all the pieces, and you can do that too, and then I will come back. Okay, so the next thing you will need to do is grab a screwdriver and pull all of the center caps off. So there are these little tabs that you can use. Just put your finger in there or something and pull it out. And then you will unscrew each screw one at a time. Okay, so now that we have all of these screws unscrewed from the core, we will lubricate the springs. So for this I use Speedcube Shop Speed Lube Weight 6. And this works very well because it is a thick lubricant that works very well for cores. So what I usually do is I will take the lubricant. If you see there is kind of a little ring inside, you put it in between that ring and the outer ring, like this. And then you take the washer and you put that inside the area there. And then the spring will push that down over time. And then what you basically do, you'll take the spring and you will kind of just coat this area with lubricant. And now drop the spring inside the centerpiece. And that will kind of work around as you use the cube. And then you kind of put a little bit of lubrication on the screw, and then you'll put quite a bit by the screw head. And then you can put the screw inside the piece. And now you will start screwing these into the core. Put this on here, grab the screwdriver, and then screw that in. So basically just do this with all of your cube center pieces, and you will be good with lubricating the core. So now that I have all of these done, I will actually replace the white side with black because that is what I prefer, but you do not need to do this. Okay, so now that I have finished with the core lubrication and setup with the black side, I will now move on to the magnetization. So first for me, I will remove all of these white pieces and replace them with the black, so I do not magnetize the white because it is pretty much useless for me. So now I will take all these pieces apart, which you should do as well. One helpful thing for removing the pieces or taking them apart is using a sticker remover, because you can get it in the piece. I have all the black sides on this cube replaced with the white sides on this, so now I can go on to magnetizing these pieces. Okay, so now I have all of the corner pieces and edge pieces separated, and we can begin the magnetization. So I will show you putting the magnets in one of the edges and one of the corners, and then you can pretty much work it out from there. So we'll just select two random pieces. For this project, I will be using, I think they are N52 4 by 1.5 millimeters, and I will be using 4 by 2 millimeter N35 magnets to give it a sort of lighter feeling magnet. I recommend using a lighter magnet like an N35 or a smaller 52 magnet. So what I recommend for beginner magnetizers is either the Gorilla Super Glue Gel, because it is easier to control, or if you are a little bit more experienced, I guess I'm using this one because this is all I have. It is a liquid glue. What I recommend doing with this is I will put the magnets in first, and then I will put in the glue from there. So I will drop one of these magnets, the smaller magnets, in the corners, and one of the larger magnets in the edges. And this way you can allow the placement of the magnets in them to be kind of fitting in both. So for the MF3RS2, I usually put my magnets around, line the edge up with the corner and have it be like a flat surface right there, and then push the magnet down in there like this. And then I will take my glue and I will drop it on those already placed magnets. So it'll kind of go around the magnet and put it in there on both of those pieces like that. And now those both have glue on them, and they will dry with magnets together. Okay, so now that this is somewhat dry, I will show you how I continue the magnetization process. So I will remove the two magnetized pieces together, and then I will grab another edge in the corner, and I will use this edge corner pair to continue making the magnets. So I will line these two pieces up now, And then I will drop an edge magnet in there. And once again, make sure they are aligned, and then do the same gluing process. And then pretty much just do this with the edge too. So you take a corner and a corner magnet, and then you do the same thing with the glue. And then you let this dry, and you continue that process until you have magnetized all of the pieces. Okay, so now that I have finished magnetizing all of these pieces, I will wait for them to dry, and then I will start putting the cube back together. Okay, so now these pieces have been drying for about half an hour, and we can start putting the pieces together now. So what I will start with is by doing one edge pair. So we can start with, let's say, just the black and green, or if you did not switch the side with black, it would be white and green. And then you do one adjacent one, so we will just do black and red. So now that we have these two pieces in, we will do the corner pair there. You put the corner stock in like this, into this little hole right there. Since it is green, we would put it to the side. And the red in the open spot. And then this should fit in and line up perfectly like that. Okay, so this is the last piece. So I generally take out a few of these pieces like this, so an edge and then a 3 together pair. And we'll start using some Traxxas 30K, and then I will kind of just put a little bit on the center stock, this kind of little track area. And then we will use this edge piece right here that goes right there, and we'll put some on that track right there. And then we'll put a little bit on the bottom face right there, and in these tracks right here. And then we can put that piece in. On this corner piece, you'll put some on like these little pieces down here to get some lubricant on there on the base corner stock. And then on this corner, this is the one where you will be lubricating these side pieces. So you can put a little bit on the underside right there. And if you guys do not already tell, I do put a lot of lubricant in my puzzles because I like them to be quite smooth and slow. And then we will put some on this little track down here, like on the other piece. And now we can use some Speed Cube Shop lube. I will use Nebula for this current project. And what you kind of do, you kind of drop one on this corner stock, or one on the center right there, and then one on the corner here. Put one either inside here, or in this case I'd put one on the piece. And now we put the edge in. Your cube should be a little bit gummy, but this will break in over time. And now we will kind of tension it. So what I usually do is I base it off of the other faces. You want all the sides to be pretty even. So what I usually use to determine the evenness of the puzzle is I will kind of pull these sides apart, and you want these kind of hole areas from the center to be about the same. So I will kind of tension one side. So if it pulls from the center around that, then it should be a pretty good tension. So right now these two sides are basically even with that tension. And now your cube should turn pretty good. So if you did switch the white side with a black side, now will be the time to remove these stickers. Okay, so now that you have removed these stickers, you should have a stickerless with a black side on it, and it should be pretty good. In my experience right now, this is turning pretty good. And with break-in, the lube will become less gummy and it will become more smooth. So I hope you followed this tutorial and it helped you make your MF3RS2 very good. And yeah, if you have any questions about magnets or anything, just go to my website. I have a few recommendations on there, as well as my mains and my personal bests. So I hope you guys liked this video and maybe even possibly used it to set up your own MF3RS2. If it turned out well, tell me in the comments below. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave those in my website Google form, and I will get back to you with them. Or leave them in the comments below. Also, if you guys would like to buy some of the products used in this video, go to speedcubeshop.com and use my affiliate link down in the description below. That will help me earn commission to make more cool videos like this. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and bye!